Hi class, let's take a look at example 7. Now, what you're going to see is the same pattern that we observe on the multiplications of sines and cosines or any combination of those. That's going to actually cycle again with the actual secants and tangents. So this is the idea on this problem. They want us to use the identity, and in this case, they're giving us some heads up that it is most likely best if we approach it this way so that it's not going to be as long, because the power reduction formulas may actually end up making a mess, or it may not apply for this particular one. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use the fact that the derivative of tangent is secant squared, so I'm going to be extracting secant squares. So let me rewrite the problem as the integral of tangent squared of x times, and in this case, let me break it down into secants. So this one will be secant squared of x, and then times the other secant squared of x, technically dx. And then since we're going to have to use some sort of a u substitution, and it doesn't matter here which one we're actually using, I'm going to change secant squared to the actual identity. So I'm just going to say that secant squared of x is equal to 1 plus technically tangent squared of x. Now, all of the identities that we're using, we may have to go back and actually rewrite them in a different form. So give me just a second. Okay, so in this particular case, we're actually looking at this integral. It's going to be, well, the tangent squared of x. And then part of the identity that I'm going to use, it's going to be 1 plus tangent squared and then don't forget the actual secant squared of x dx. Now, here's one possibility. The reason that I left only a secant squared, that's because the derivative of tangent is actually secant squared. And what I want to do here is use tangent, but not tangent squared, because that may lead into a separate formula. So I'm just going to use the tangents and attempt to do a u substitution. If you don't get items cancel, then you're going to have to rearrange the powers in a different form, or FOIL. That would be another possibility that I'm seeing here. FOIL the actual tangent and FOIL the secant squared and break it down into two integrals and go from there. The only setback is that that may actually make the problem longer than if you're using identities and simplified. So there's really no right or actually best option. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to simply let u equal to the tangent of x. Now, it's only tangent, not tangent squares, because then that's going to carry the chain rule and it's going to make a bigger mess. So the u, it's actually going to be secant squared of x dx, or the u over secant squared of x is equal to dx. So at this point, let me rewrite this one, and we're going to have the integral. This is now u squared, technically times 1 plus u squared, and you still have the secant squared of x. Your dx is du over secant squared of x. And other ways of arranging the original problem might have worked as well. So as I mentioned before, I was just trying to extract a secant square from the secant to the fourth, since technically we're given the identity as a hint to attempt some sort of a substitution. And I only went for the secant squared because, as I stated before, I was trying to use the fact that the actual derivative of tangent is secant squared. So I needed a secant squared to get canceled. This one actually worked. We might have actually got back and technically do a different substitution. So this is equal to now u squared times 1 plus u squared du, our secants cancel, or the integral of u to the second plus u to the fourth, technically du, which is going to be a, wait, this is an, this is a u to the second. So this is going to be a u to the third over 3 plus a u to the fifth over 5 and then plus the values of c. Give me just a second. So we're simply looking at our final answer as, and let me just rewrite it as, well, our u was the tangent. So in this case, let me put the highest one first. So it'll be the tangent to the fifth power of x over 5 plus the tangent to the third power of x over 3 plus the constant of integration.